send to do nothing for us. We don't pay to handle our problems.
Mm-hmm.
You got to put in your own work. You failed.
Beef me up, right? Because try to glorify bull. Like you try to glorify soft. Try to glorify that ain't that. It's flaw. We know when flaw when we deal with them in the streets. We know when flaw. Like we understand that they flaw. We don't capitalize off their flawness though, because we'll capitalize off real. We ain't gonna capitalize off no being flawed, weak as hell. We understand what a weak as hell. Then he a street, call himself a street. He could be a street, but he's still weak as hell. We don't capitalize and try to glorify this shit. Nah, we gonna sit and have conversations about as strong as us. We don't have conversations about as weak as hell.
J. Prince is still holding a grudge, and this time the situation nearly turned physical. Reports suggest he allegedly tried to confront Mase and Camron over the Shocker Stevenson controversy. Here's a quick recap. Last year, Cam and Mase criticized J. Prince on their podcast after he claimed he could block all of Shocker's shots and accept any bets as Shocker's manager. Cam and Mase didn't hold back. They questioned Jay's street credibility given his age and strongly called him out on air. At the time, J. Prince didn't respond, so many assumed the conflict had ended. However, a year later, tensions resurfaced. Cam was reportedly confronted backstage at a private Atlanta event by someone who told him to stop mentioning Shocker's name. Sources indicate that J. Prince may have been involved in orchestrating the encounter. Shocker Stevenson also added fuel to the fire, criticizing Mase's rap career and allegedly warning Cam that there could be physical consequences if things escalated. Here's how the latest incident unfolded. Camron attended Atlanta 2 weekends ago as a guest commentator for a boxing meets hip-hop exhibition. He was scheduled to participate in a new sports panel pilot, but insiders report that he never made it on stage. Eyewitnesses say he encountered a tense situation backstage with individuals not affiliated with the event, who some believe were sent by J. Prince. The encounter was serious enough that Cam left the venue shortly afterward. This drama intensified following J. Prince JRBE's online response to Cam and Mase, calling them out for disrespecting his father.
Body shot, good combination from Steven.
Hartonian is still strong. But you either got to create your offense off your jab, Tess.
All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And still, WBC lightweight champion of the world, Shakur.
So when you get in the ring, you're not entertaining. We don't want to keep hearing about the sweet science. We're looking for entertainment. We're paying bucks for entertainment. And you're not entertaining. But listen, if the fight was smoking, nobody had to walk out. You should not be the main event fighting like the undercard. Your fight was like the undercard. All the smoke was before you. So they need to rearrange how you're going. You're like a headliner that really need to be the...
Fans are now questioning whether those men were actually Junior's crew showing up to confront Cam in person. Let's take a step back. This feud first heated up in July 2024 when Cam and Mase went all in on Shocker Stevenson. The conflict started after Shocker defended his WBC lightweight title against Artur Harutinen in Newark. The fight was highly technical, with heavy defense and very few punches thrown, which even caused the crowd to boo. Many fans called it a boring match, but Cam and Mase took it further. They posted a video pretending to fall asleep while watching the fight, clearly trolling on their podcast. They didn't hold back. Mase claimed Shocker needed to accept that he's not headliner material. Cam added that he saw people leaving mid-fight to get coffee just to stay awake, emphasizing how dull it was. Shocker Stevenson didn't let their comments slide. He responded to Mase and Cam with no restraint. First, he reposted a clip of Mase, saying he didn't even want to watch Shocker fight anymore, adding a caption mocking him, comparing his podcast fame to a failed career. He also questioned who Mase and Cam even are. Shocker then targeted Mase for leaving Diddy's Bad Boy records to become a preacher, calling him a fake pastor and mocking the surviving Diddy narrative. The insults were sharp, but he didn't stop there. Shocker issued a direct warning, writing, "Tell them to watch the way they talk on that podcast." I ain't ducking no smoke. Little homie ready to go to war with all these soft dudes. Shocker made it clear he felt disrespected, particularly because neither Cam nor Mase has ever stepped in a boxing ring, yet they act like experts. He said, "You know what irks me? When dudes talk boxing but never gloved up. This fat dude Mase and big teeth Cam need to shut up. They never been in no ring. Everybody out here gloving up. Tell them to glove up or shut up and get this work." The tension escalated further when Terrence Crawford backed Shocker, tagging him on Instagram and writing, "F him. Little bro, let them know how you feel. They letting you know how they feel." This was a strong endorsement from one of boxing's top figures. Cam didn't take the jab about Maze's career lightly. He defended Mase and responded to Shocker on Instagram, highlighting Maze's historic achievements 3 months after you were born. Mase dropped his first album, went quadruple platinum, 5 million sold without social media. That's facts. Cam emphasized that Mase had already made history long before Shocker could even comprehend it. The feud continued. Cam and Mase shared a clip showing fans walking out of Shocker's last fight with the caption, "A little hometown love number, Newark. That is Harlem would never." This was a clear display of disrespect. Just when it seemed like the situation might cool down, Jay Prince jumped back in, defending Shocker with his usual tough talk. On Instagram, he stated, "I'll fade all Shocker shots and take any bets."
And take all his shots and you handle everything out the ring. All right. So then we talking to you then, all right? We starting with you. Since you the big homie, we starting with you. That's how it goes around here. I want to just start off by saying you are so, lacking self-awareness. Like, when you give such a lackluster performance and then you think you can make threats to people because you gave a lackluster performance, pause. You don't have the right to tell me what I should like or to tell Cam what he should like. That's not your place. Like, art is subjective, right? So if art is subjective and I don't like something, you can't really get mad at us because we don't like something. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. When you're dealing with older people, they're the last to know that things have changed. We not your little like the way you talking. I don't get what you mean. We're not your little. It's like, for real. All that big homie stuff, that's for little have big homies. We're not little. So we don't even respect big homies. I know Killer doesn't. And for me, I never respected in the streets. That's why I always got the problems I got. Tell me, Mase, chill. No, chill for what? Who is this? That's how I feel listening to this, man. Like, I want to respect you, but I can't. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if I got a little, like the dudes that raised me, if I was out of pocket, they would tell me I'm out of pocket. They wouldn't let me put them on a crash out mission. They would say, "Yo, Mase, listen. Around here, we don't send to do nothing for us. We don't pay to handle our problems. You got to put in your own work around here, Lord, man. That's what you was supposed to tell them. You can't go out here and talk crazy and then send me on a mission." Nah, this is where the game got messed up, when young started sending old out. And just because this little ignorant got a few dollars, he make all of you that's supposed to be real run after his mission. This is a problem, Jay Prince. And I'm going to tell you like this. If you're 60 years old and you're trying to be a street, you failed.
At the same time, Cam and Mase continued to escalate the tension. On their latest podcast, they threw another jab, questioning, how can you be the face of boxing when people are leaving your fights before the bell even rings? Mase also criticized the exaggerated tough guy image projected by Shocker's team, stating, "Real street guys don't show off online. They operate quietly." Fans have been quick to respond. Some are criticizing Shocker, claiming his ego is getting in the way, while others feel Cam and Mase are being petty, trying to maintain relevance through drama. Regardless, the boxing scene hasn't witnessed a feud this intense in quite some time. The big question now is whether Shocker can silence the critics in the ring, or if the off-ring drama will start undermining everything he's built. Things escalated further behind the scenes. After the podcast and online exchanges, reports suggest that Cam and Mase were approached by security officials at a recent event. They were warned that continuing the feud could create safety concerns for future appearances. This conflict is no longer just online chatter, is being treated as a potential security risk. One insider commented, "They told Cam directly, you need to chill before this escalates unnecessarily." Rumors also indicate that certain venues in Atlanta and Houston are hesitant to host events involving both parties. Some promoters are reportedly requiring artists to sign agreements preventing on-stage disses or confrontations. Meanwhile, Shocker remains firm in his stance. In a recent interview, he dismissed the idea of ending the feud, saying, "I'm not apologizing for anything. They talk slick, I talk back. It's that simple." He shows no intention of backing down. At the same time, rap legend J Prince JRB has reportedly re-entered the conversation, planning to address the situation directly in an uncut live stream. Sources claim he possesses evidence involving Cam and Mase that could change the public perception entirely. The situation is intensifying, with legal teams, security officials, and major platforms all paying closer attention. Observers are asking how far this feud will go before someone steps in to stop it. Adding another layer, word is circulating that J Prince and J Prince JRB are preparing a tell-all project, either a podcast or documentary, to reveal behind-the-scenes details. They have reportedly been collecting footage, text messages, and old audio recordings for months, targeting Cam and Mase. Cam and Mase, however, appear unbothered. In a recent live stream, they seemed to dismiss the threat. Cam said, "They're trying to scare us with documentaries now. We're from Harlem. We handle this kind of pressure daily." Mase added, "If you have dirt, drop it. We'll be right here waiting, but the stakes are rising." A small promotion company is reportedly considering legal action, claiming that the feud between Shocker, J Prince, and Cam and Mase disrupted a planned event, citing breach of contract and reputational harm. Meanwhile, fans online are divided. Some argue Shocker should focus on boxing, while others accuse Cam and Mase of exploiting the situation for clout. Now, fans, executives, promoters, and legal teams are all entangled in this situation. If the documentary drops, it could be explosive. This conflict has evolved from a public spat into a full-scale battle of evidence and influence. Just when it seemed the story couldn't escalate further, a leaked clip surfaced online, showing what appears to be Cam arguing with security at the Atlanta event where tensions reportedly peaked.
You 60, what are you talking about? What are you, bro? I lost mad respect for you because I used to have mad respect for you. When you had Shakur with you, when you line Young Boy NBA up, why the you got Shakur with you? And this is why he acting like that. This is exactly why he acting like that. Talking about you got Young Boy NBA umbrellas and his keys to his car. Young Boy NBA told y'all this is what he said. This is not 1982, bro. You cannot sit here and tell get the strap and then be quiet. Nobody know that part because I just be going viral. You bugging, James, you bugging, man. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't know what bet you talking about, all that other slang then. Bet, whatever bet you talking about.
Then he reinforced his point, saying, "Numbers don't lie, haters do. Y'all call him boring. In reality, Shocker has ranked number 1 in ESPN ratings this year and has consistently been in the top 3 since 2022. He also issued a clear warning for anyone trying to take issues outside the ring. He reminded them, "I'm Shocker's manager. I handle everything outside the ring too." This wasn't just a statement, it carried a serious undertone. Cam and Mase took note when J Prince declared, "I'll fade all his shots and take all bets." A week later, they responded, targeting J Prince directly. Mase didn't hold back.
Any message for Cam and Mase? Y'all been going back and forth a lot over the last week.
They ain't got my respect.
Fight.
I didn't.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Good.
He's good. He's on another level right now, man. He's on another level. I mean, he is so smooth. And his movement, his ability to, like, punches were coming at him, and he just lets them get right there.
Oh yeah, like
just right to there. They touch him, and then fires back. His accuracy, his technique, his efficiency.
Yeah, I gotta watch it.
Beautiful. We were watching it in between shows when I was in Colorado this weekend doing comedy, and we were watching in between shows, and I was like, God damn, he's good. He's so smooth. He's so efficient and technical. Like, everything was on point.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it for sure.
It was awesome.
Dude, what do you think?
They're fire. And it was just the smoothness. And a lot of people were saying it's like Floyd Mayweather-esque. And you could say that. You could say that. It was so, but it was, it's Stevenson-esque. It's just Stevenson coming into his prime and letting everybody know, because it's such a high-profile venue. I mean, he's at the MGM and he's fighting on
Back after things got to intense. Meanwhile, Shocker's team is hinting at an upcoming exclusive uncut interview. They say he's ready to address the disrespect, threats, and behind-the-scenes manipulation once and for all, with talks of interviews, documentaries, lawsuits, and street-level tension. This conflict has escalated far beyond boxing and music. What began as a few pointed comments has become one of the most chaotic celebrity feuds of the year. Now, the question is, who's genuinely telling the truth and who's just playing the game better? Opinions about Cam and Mase remain divided. Some online critics call them gossip-driven, accusing them of fueling drama just to stay relevant. One Reddit user wrote, "Being an adult is realizing that Cam and Mase criticizing Shocker Stevenson is peak hater energy. They're about to be 50 soon. They're just as cringe as Jay Prince. Ouch." Still, they have a loyal fan base. Supporters applaud their courage for calling out Jay Prince by name and holding their ground. One fan said, "Jay Prince is a dangerous man, but I respect Mase and Cam for not folding. That takes heart." Another from Houston added, "I'm from the H, and I've always hated how guys act shook around Jay like he's the boogeyman." Respect to Cam and Mase for keeping it real. The reality is, whether people love them or hate them, fans are always tuned in when Cam and Mase speak. They're consistently entertaining, whether stirring the pot or dropping insight. So, the question remains, Team Cam and Mase or Team Shocker? Either way, this drama is far from over. We'll be here breaking it all down for you. Like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who loves the tea. There's plenty more coming, and you won't want to miss it. See you in the next update.